We're following the breaking news of a massive 8.8 magnitude earthquake triggering tsunami alerts for Japan and Alaska, Hawaii, and the U.S. West Coast. CNN's Ivan Watson joins me from Hong Kong. Ivan, we've seen the images of the waves impacting a town on Russia's far east coast, but initial waves in Japan, thankfully, are lower than expected. But where do things stand right now, and what is expected from here?
Right. Well, everybody's watching this very closely and taking it very seriously. The initial impact from this earthquake, just about 4 hours ago exactly, you had some buildings damaged in this sparsely populated region of eastern Russia, the Kamchatka region. And then we see images in social media of flooding, of tsunamis coming in and impacting coastal areas there. Japan has issued some evacuations and ordered residents to go to seek higher ground in some regions. And the initial estimates of a tsunami they arrived as less than expected, only about a foot-high wave, but they aren't taking any chances. In 2011, there was a 9.1 magnitude earthquake that killed more than 22,000 people in Japan due to the tsunami and the ensuing nuclear Fukushima reactor disaster. The entire Pacific Rim, there are tsunami warnings from Indonesia to the Philippines to Ecuador and Chile, and of course to the U.S. territories of Guam, Hawaii, where there are some evacuation orders, and then Alaska and Northern California and Oregon and Washington. There we are estimating that the arrival time of possible tsunamis are still at least an hour away, but this is something that authorities are taking very, very seriously. This was the sixth most powerful earthquake ever recorded, 8.8 magnitude. Laura?
Ivan Watson, thank you so much. Keep us posted.
Breaking news tonight, tsunami alerts for the entire U.S. West Coast after a massive 8.8 magnitude earthquake struck off of Russia's east coast. Those warnings include Alaska, Hawaii, and the entire U.S. West Coast. We are learning that the first tsunami waves have already been detected in parts of Russia and also Japan. Now, this is the strongest quake on the planet since 2011, when a 9.0 magnitude tremor hit northeast Japan and triggered a devastating tsunami. CNN's Ivan Watson is live for us now in Hong Kong. Ivan, what can you tell us?
Well, Abby, it's been about 3.5 hours since this massive earthquake struck off the eastern coast of Russia's Kamchatka region. And as you pointed out, 8.8 magnitude, one of the most powerful earthquakes ever. And it has sent a chain of tsunami warnings and advisories across and around the Pacific. The Russian regions of Kamchatka and the Sakhalin Islands, there have been orders to evacuate. The first wave has believed to have hit parts of Kamchatka at a height of around 3 to 4 meters, though so far officials there say the damage is minimal. But there are also warnings and advisories going out to Tokyo, Indonesia, the Philippines, Taiwan, and U.S. territories like the island of Guam and the Mariana Islands and Hawaii, and of course the west coast of the U.S. As well. We have reports of an initial wave that hit parts of Japan, only about 30 centimeters high, but the authorities there aren't taking any chances. They're ordering evacuations for people to go to higher ground. And then the warnings of the estimated arrival time of possible tsunamis to areas like Alaska and the west coast of the U.S., the mainland, that is still several hours away, but the advisories are in effect right now. So authorities are taking this very, very seriously. Abby.
As they should. It could be potentially a very dangerous situation. Ivan Watson, please keep us posted as this unfolds throughout the night. Thank you very much for that report.